Oh, sorry for the delay. This is Curtis,
And this is Matt.
and welcome back to Solving the Internet.
So Curtis, why did you leave the internet on hold for 3 months?
I forgot about it. I was with another media platform.
You were with another internet.
I was with another internet, and I had to put it on hold, and I forgot about it. 3 months.
Three
But
months.
hey, it's still here.
Yeah,
It didn't hang up. Didn't give up on us.
No, they did not. That is nice. That is such nice internet.
Yes. Go ahead. Tell them what we're doing, Matt.
I thought you knew what we were doing.
Solving the Internet, baby.
All right, we'll figure it out as we go.
All right, go ahead. I thought you were going to toss one at me or something.
Yeah. Well, it is going to be, as of recording, it is October 11th, and everyone knows October is spooky month. So,
Spoopy.
I got a bunch of spooky, or it calls them creepy facts, that I will sprinkle in throughout here, because I highly doubt we'll upload another episode before Halloween, so hopefully we will, but we won't.
I'll be on vacation, Matt, for Halloween.
Oh, that is true. Well, you'll be back for Halloween, but you'll be gone before Halloween.
Yeah, but no, I'll be not working, vacationing.
So, okay, I'm not even gonna, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
This is truly disturbing. All right, ready? First creepy fact.
Do it.
To deal with all the people guillotined during the French Revolution, the government allowed their bodies to be skinned, and for that skin to be tanned and made into various things like boots, pants, and jackets. It was said that a man's skin was preferred for fashion because a woman's was too soft to be useful.
Huh.
Bet you never knew that.
Well, so I don't like that they said that it was to deal with the bodies. Like you had, like, man, what are we going to do with these? Oh, I know. We'll fashion some clothes out of them. Why not just do what everyone else does with bodies?
What, make them into puppets?
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, a marionette. Ooh, like that. Yeah, we talked about marionette bodies before, and I don't want to think about it. But yeah, I don't think that you have to come up with something creative to do with dead people.
I mean, I guess they looked at it as, man, this is wasteful as shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, well then your problem isn't having bodies, it's killing everybody.
Well, I mean, I guess, but then back then the prisons and they don't have all that, you know.
Well, no, you said it was from guillotining people, right?
Yeah, I know, but if you're not going to kill them, you got to put them somewhere, and they didn't got room for all that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they still had to do something with the not skin, right?
Well, yeah, so, I meant they didn't have room, like they didn't have the facilities to keep prisoners, so they had to kill people. That's what they did.
Oh, all right, I'll go with that. So they, give them the old chop, and even if you did sew up some moccasins out of some skins, men's skins, because it's tougher. We like that. It feels good on the bottom of my feet.
It's a man skin.
It's man. Yeah, we don't want that lady skin.
It's too soft.
It's too soft. You can make a underpants out of it.
But that's it. Women are.
That's the only thing.
So, Curtis, are you saying women are only good for underpants?
Well, I think that this sounds like this was France that was saying it, right?
Well, it was a fact about France, so yeah.
So France says that, yeah. Well, that's something French people would do. So when they killed these people, they made clothes and I guess tools and stuff out of their body. I don't know. But you still had, there were still leftovers, right?
Oh, yeah, there's going to be all the muscles and fats and organs and stuff.
Right, so they did something with those.
Yeah.
Why is that not a problem, but having skin on those organs is a problem?
I don't know. Well, skin is an organ, actually, so...
Well, I said skin on those organs, Matt.
I know. Well, I'm just saying skin is an organ, so why treat it differently than the other organs?
Yeah, just chop its head off.
Equal organ rights.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess I'd wear a... Oh my God, Matt.
What?
Do you think they made... Do you think the women's skin was soft enough to make skin flutes?
Probably, yes.
I've never played one before. I know you have. Is it all right? Does it make some good noise?
No, it was out of tune.
Is that you used men's skin?
Yeah, they used the wrong skin.
That's it. That's problem number one. That's where you screwed up.
Numero uno.
That's where you screwed up, Matt.
I didn't screw up. Whoever gave me it screwed up.
I don't like this question. Not for the podcast. I'm saying I don't like this question. It makes me uncomfortable because I don't think that people should be doing anything. Do you think these cadavers volunteered for this? No. So leave my body alone.
Leave my body. I mean, what if? Well, technically, hold on. If they are a registered organ donor, technically they did sign up for it.
Okay, yeah. So organ donor. Mm-hmm. Start off by donating your fucking dome
the
piece.
Biggest organ of your body.
Well, no. Before that, you donated your head.
Well, yeah. I don't think they did anything with the head, though. They probably threw that away.
Why not? I mean, they ain't got room for the rest of it. Why they got room for heads? Well, wait, no. Hold on. France, right?
France. Yep. We've made that very clear.
Yes, catacombs. They're gonna tell me they ain't got room. They had room, baby.
I never once said they didn't have room for dead bodies. I told you they did not have room to keep people alive. That's why they were killing them.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, they just keep them alive in the catacombs and just leave them there.
I think they would get out.
I don't know.
Eventually.
A lot of people didn't get out.
A lot of people haven't got out of there. Okay, so I'm going to move away from the creepy to go to the more deep questions that we need, that according to this website, they're unanswerable. And I feel like it is our job as the founders of the sole podcast that is willing to solve the internet. We need to answer these.
Yeah, we're nice guys, and we want to help.
We're here to help. This one actually, I've heard multiple answers too, and I don't know which one I agree with more. I think I do, but so which came first, Curtis?
Don't even.
The chicken or the egg? No. Well, the only reason I bring this up is to actually discuss it because I've seen two different things, and I want to know your opinion. I heard originally the first. I don't remember who. There was some scientist. I can't remember who it was that came out with this reasoning, but they said that the egg came first, the chicken came first, because so the membrane, or the DNA that is used to actually form the physical egg is only found in chickens. And that's why the chicken had to be there first to produce the egg to lay the new chicken. That was the first reasoning I heard. Have you heard this?
No, but it makes sense. But I think that this is one of those things where you could have valid points from either side, but also have equally invalid points from each side. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but that's
in my brain, right? It wasn't just this full-sized feathered chicken that just oh, there it is, or this egg that just so happened to be laying on the ground, then it turned into a chicken,
Well, the second form I heard, which is actually I heard from Neil deGrasse Tyson, so it's true.
This is right. Yeah, this will be the way to go. I vote this answer.
At first, whenever he started talking, it was a short video, and he came out and saying,
was it a TikTok?
I don't know if it was on the app, but it was essentially a TikTok.
We'll follow him because his stuff is great.
Yeah, but he says, at first, whenever he started talking, I thought he was going to say the chicken. He kept going, and he said that it's the egg. And it's the egg because of the way we think of evolution, I guess, in general. But he said the chicken came out of the egg, but that egg was not laid by a chicken. You follow?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where I was going with it,
Right.
It wasn't all of a sudden a chicken and all of a sudden,
right.
I see it as it's a slow process. It's not.
Right. Which would then, kind of, if you really want to get into a rabbit hole, would take you down the thinking of, well, okay, cool. A chicken came from the egg of its ancestors over time. Cool. Well, where does its ancestors come from? And its ancestors and its ancestors. So it would be never ending. But yeah, so I agree with
that's right.
Man, the myth, the legend, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, I mean that is how that works, though. It did go from those ancestors and those ancestors.
Yeah, but I understand
all the way
that.
down to single-celled organisms.
Yeah, but then I don't know. It's just weird.
That's the way it goes. But I think, in theory, it was I agree, the egg.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, I'm just I'm going.
And thank you for tuning in to Solving the
That's it. We're done. There's a lot of mind-boggling questions here. I'm just trying to weed out the right
15,
ones.
15, or a lot like 100, or a lot like 4.
There's 32.
Matt,
we're not doing all 32.
We did an hour and a half episode last time. We're not doing another one.
We're not doing all 32. That's why I'm picking and choosing.
Pick the good boys.
So.
Oh, say that again. That was loud. I think.
So.
All right, whatever. Leave it.
No.
Curtis, edit that out.
He told me to say it again, so I said it again. I said
my bad.
So. That's the word I said. Anyway.
Yeah.
This one kind of falls on the line of not really answering. It's more or less what we believe. And it's not controversial. Well, it could be, I guess, construed as controversial.
I can make it controversial.
I'm sure you could. All right. Is there life after death?
No.
See, from a scientific standpoint, I would say no.
Well, no. I mean, the answer is in the question, right?
Well, all right. It is worded poorly. But is there an afterlife? Is there a spirit world? I'm not going as far as heaven or hell because that's religious, and I'm not getting into that.
Matt, we're going to some people off.
Well, you know my opinion because we talked about ghosts on our last one. But I would like to believe in ghosts, so I would say there is some form of afterlife. I would hope, but scientifically, I would say no.
Yeah, prove it.
That's what I said. Scientifically, I would say no, but I would like to believe that there is some type of paranormal afterlife.
Yeah, everyone wants to believe that kind of stuff, just like we said last episode, the Unsolved episode. It's a great idea. It's a great thought. I mean, humans came up with the idea, and like I said before, I'm into cold hard facts. That's why I don't. That's the way I do my everything, my life, my politics, my lady friend. You
do your lady friend with cold hard facts.
With cold hard dick, and
okay.
Well, it's warm sometimes. But that's how
I would
do
hope
my.
It's always warm.
That's how you do anything. You do your business decisions that way. You do everything. So, I mean, at some point, most people have some sort of existential crisis where they either start believing in things or they don't start believing in things. And
okay, so Curtis does not believe in ghosts. We could discuss this. Moving on.
I want to. It's fun.
Okay, well here's my goal for us. I definitely want to do this at some point. I'm not making it a promise to anybody because I don't know if I'll be able to deliver on it, but I would like to set up at some haunted location, well, quote unquote, air quotes, haunted location around us, and go there and spend like multiple hours with just me and you and a couple cameras, and see if we can get you to believe in ghosts.
Matt, Gettysburg.
We could do that. We should so do that.
Well, I'm still gonna credit you with the idea, but I did.
What was my no. I had the idea. You just zeroed in the location.
I mean, that's where else? There's nowhere better.
That's true. We can make it a weekend trip, Saturday, Sunday trip. Take the ladies and go to Gettysburg.
Oh, dude, totally.
Let's do it.
That actually sounds awesome. One Saturday night, just going to drive out there, stay the eve. Yeah, let's totally do that. I mean, I have a GoPro, and I'm sure you can acquire one.
I can acquire either a GoPro or just a regular camera.
Yeah.
If I can convince Christian to let me borrow his, because it's really expensive.
Yeah, and I have this microphone that I could carry around.
That'd be funny.
Put it on a boom.
We have to do that like ASAP.
Yeah, we got to do it before Halloween.
I guess we could do that because Do you have some funny questions that we want to hop into before I get into any other heavy-hitting, hard stuff?
You know my questions because I could ask you this silly, goofy question, and then you're gonna get people back in the mood afterwards, or you wanna give them
need a break.
Good old. Okay.
You need a break. You know, you watch a couple horror movies. You need to watch...
And you throw on a Jim Carrey. And
yeah, in between. You got to kind of give yourself a little break.
Oh my God. I totally did not mean to make a reference to Jim Carrey again.
Yes, you did. You did.
No, I promise you I did not.
Well, we're not even gonna, only the
right,
real friends will remember that.
I cannot even believe that happened in my brain that way.
I believe
Maybe
it,
there is
you're
ghosts. I really didn't. I promise you with everything. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Okay. What's your question?
All right. Can you have anything at a picnic besides sandwiches?
Who asked this? This had to have been a poor white kid, right?
I can find out.
It's got to be. Because every other picnic from every other family is way more than just sandwiches.
I don't know why it's so hard to find. Oh, found it. Judging by the username, it looks like... because you know how people use like birthdays in their...
Mm-hmm.
I would say that this person's actually 23 years old.
I'm 23 years old.
Yeah, so would you eat anything at a picnic other than a sandwich? And
yes.
Ants?
I would eat other things. Like a little thing of potato salad or something would be good at a picnic.
You know, I like potato salad, but only if there's not onions in it.
Who puts onions in potato salad?
Isn't there always onions in it?
The green onions. Yeah.
Well, no, it's raw onion.
No, I don't. I've never seen anyone put regular raw onion, just like chives and stuff. I mean, people might. I'm just saying all the potato salad I've ever had never had onions in it that I can remember. It has like chives in it, which I don't like the crunch of chives.
Oh, you know what? And they use Miracle Whip.
Yeah, you don't like that. I'm a fan.
No.
I like it. I actually like warm potato salad is better to me.
There is green onion in it.
Oh, that's what I said. Green onion and chive.
Yeah. Celery. I don't like the celery. Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's 100% it. Yeah. I mean, I don't not like celery. I just don't want it in my food.
It's fair.
Like I'll eat a celery and cream cheese or celery with peanut butter on it. Bumps on a log.
I don't like celery.
But I don't like cooked celery. It's a very distinct flavor I don't enjoy. Myself, I've not had many picnics, and almost all of them are with my current wife. And
not your past wife.
Correct.
Or future.
Or future wife. I think we've only ever had sandwiches at a picnic.
Really?
We go over to yeah. You ever have out in Bridgeville Portman's Farms?
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, no, Portman. Yeah, it's right over there. We're just outside. Oh, it's in Bridgeville.
I don't do much perusing in Bridgeville.
That's true. Matt, I hear the wildest noises behind you, man.
Yeah, that would be a bird.
Oh, all right. We'll keep going. I'll leave that bird. He deserves
2 birds.
That's probably Shane. Portman's is like a deli, kind of. Well,
Okay.
it is a deli, I guess you could say. But it's like family-owned, local, and they have tasty meats and cheeses, like all like high-end stuff, and they make like homemade pies. It's really good, homemade soups.
Oh.
But it's also got like not weird stuff, but like things you wouldn't expect really. Like, not like, I wouldn't say groceries, but there's like rows of chips.
Okay.
Like rows and rows of, like a lot of chips. But I guess that goes with sandwiches. So there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you have anything at a picnic besides sandwiches? Yes. Chips.
You
and
can.
A drink.
And you should.
You should, yeah. Open your picnic mind.
Your picnic mind, man.
Yeah.
I think the last picnic I ever had wasn't like, I honestly don't think I've ever had a traditional like picnic in the sense where you lay a blanket on the ground kind of picnic.
No. We would sit at a bench or like
on a park bench or
creek
something.
Side or something. Yeah.
We did. I think we went and picked up Subway sandwiches the last time we had a picnic, and that's all we ate. There were chips and drinks as well, but
okay. You wanna? I'll tell you a little something that I actually discussed this with you at work, Matt.
I don't recall anything we talked to you about work.
How do you feel about Subway sandwiches not classifying their bread as bread because there's too much sugar in it?
I don't remember you ever mentioning this to me.
That's because it was Luke and not you, now that I remember. That's all right.
That's all right.
And
no, but I didn't hear of that, and I don't understand why they would do that. And I didn't know they had so much sugar in their bread.
Yeah, so it's 5 times the amount that's considered the maximum bread can have. Otherwise, it's
What does it turn into? A fucking cake?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what they would call it. It says, let me get some facts here. So what happened was in Ireland, this investigation concluded, like I said, that it's not considered bread or how have you, but Subway in Ireland had been taking advantage of a tax act. It was called the Value Added Tax Act of 1972, which lowers the amount that a company has to pay when selling bread, tea, coffee, cocoa, milk, and, in quotes, preparation or extracts of meat or eggs.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's a whole list of stuff, but the Act's strict provision says that the amount of sugar in the bread shall not exceed 2% of the weight of flour included in the dough.
Okay.
So, in this case, Subway's sandwiches have a sugar content of 10% of the weight of the flour included in the dough, which is far too much. So, it's not that it's, I guess, do a little retcon here. It's not bread. It's just very sweet bread.
Yeah, it's
so
dessert
it's actually bread. It actually has almost as much sugar as a McDonald's Big Mac bun.
Wow. That's the thing that I never once ate a Subway sandwich or ate Subway bread and thought, man, this bread's sweet.
I never thought that it wasn't sweet. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, so, it does.
So, I mean, there's plenty of times I've eaten it and been like, okay, it's I guess, dense or like, you know.
Well, yeah, it's dense, but that doesn't mean sweet.
But we bring up bread a lot on this show, I guess.
Do we?
Yeah, because we talked about crepes.
But crepes?
Yeah, remember
that's
you
not
said
bread. It's not even remotely close to bread.
I would say it's a bread product because you tried saying it was a biscuit or some dumb thing.
Pancake.
Yeah, see, there we go. Pancake's
not bread either.
Well, I guess not according to Ireland, right?
Yes, correct. Dude, I want crepes now. F*** you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. But almost as much as one Jaffa cake. There's almost as much sugar in a 6-inch roll of Subway Italian white bread as one Jaffa cake. That's insane.
So,
because like to put it in perspective, one biscuit is about half as much that's in a 6-inch roll, and like an average like soup baguette has like a tenth. Yeah, has like a tenth of as much sugar.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm just looking at a chart here. That's how I know that.
I would imagine you don't know that off the top of your head.
Yeah, I didn't memorize it this time.
Like you took one semester of baking school classes.
Actually,
also known as culinary.
Yeah, I did take a semester of baking.
Side note: when we were talking about crepes, it made me think of our good friends, Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link.
Not sponsored.
Not nearly. Well, one day.
We're this episode brought to you by Rhett and also Link.
Yeah. But they do their, it's my favorite thing that they do, the international taste test where they throw the darts at the map.
Yeah, they get kind of dangerous with that.
A little bit. But the one they were doing at Taco Bell, and I don't remember where it was located in the world, but they did a crepe quesadilla, and it looked so good. It was a crepe instead of a tortilla, and it had like beef and cheese in it, and I wanted it immediately.
I did. I'm sure I've seen it.
I'm sure you did, yeah.
I actually, speaking of darts, I just watched a video yesterday where this guy's working a fair, like what do you call those? Like a fun stand. Carnival, yeah. Like he was running a carnival game where you throw the dart and pop the balloon and you get a little stuffed bear or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, he was the guy working there, and there's like this girl had to have been like 4 or 5, and he's like, all right, hang on, and he walks in front of her and she chucks it and hits him in the forehead.
Jesus.
And he's like basically squirting blood out of his forehead, and the dude is a real G. He hands her another dart and he's like, all right, go ahead, honey, and he's holding like a towel on his head and like, go ahead, sweetheart, go ahead, throw it, and he's like dripping blood and like waited to make a deal out of it, I guess, until after she left. But it was great, yeah. And he gave her an extra dart and acted like he
did block her first one, so
he did, yeah. Fair. I guess he owed her one, but like the guy filming, the guy filming was like, you know, oh shit, oh man, oh he's bleeding, and the girl's just like, wants a stuffed bear, you know? Like,
She's like, well, where's my prize? I hit the biggest balloon.
Yeah.
I popped it. At least it wasn't his eye, though, for real.
It wasn't that far off, honestly. I mean, he was like he was like 3 feet taller than her. So, like, it was a surprise how high she threw the thing.
She was aiming at his head. Is what
she
you're
had
saying.
to have been. Well, yeah. I mean, he walked in front of her, so I don't know, maybe. But she better get something for that. The guy deserves a bear too. He just walk over and pop the thing, though. That's cheating.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if he like makes fun of kids, like just holds the dart and like, look, it's easy, and just walks over and starts popping balloons. Look,
see, I did it.
I got a bear, and he takes it home. He cuddles it at night, and he drools on it.
Yeah,
probably.
Oh yeah, I guess he probably does drool. Most people do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't do it on a regular basis, but I have drooled. Maybe once every few months, just a little leak.
Really?
Leakage. Probably.
I don't. It's pretty situational. I have to be in the right position, and just so happen to have my mouth hanging open when I sleep, and I will drool because you can't really stop it at that point.
Well,
once your mouth's open, it's just gonna happen.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm asleep, so I don't really know what's going on. But if my face is wet when I wake up,
yeah, you know exactly what happened as soon as you wake up.
Yeah, it'll dry
eventually. It's a shame.
Well, I think it's time for the next one.
Okay. This next one, I don't want to really talk about as much as what the question's asking, but it made me think of a different question. So the question they have is, what makes you, right?
Okay.
That's some like sappy bullshit. I don't care about that.
Well, no, I was just going to say like, cells and
your pubis,
multiple organs, my wiener.
But yeah, that's not like, it's not the scientific portion of it. Like, yeah, we get it. We're made up of cells and all that, whatever. But that made me think of another thing, discussed, which was at what point, like so going back to the beheading is a good way to think of it. Say you get your head cut off. Which portion is you? Is your head or is your body you?
I think that, they both are.
Well, like they both are, but like you say, like we cut off. Yeah. Well, you say like you got beheaded, so you lost your head, or like when you get your arm cut off, you lost your arm.
I just said another example of how bad English is.
Huh?
You know what I mean?
No.
Like, yeah, your body got beheaded, but your head's you got bebodied.
Bebodied, yeah. You got bodied,
bitch. Yeah. Yeah. No, but I mean, they have. They say you still can see and shit for a few seconds after you get your head cut off. So, especially because when you're like consciousness, I guess you could say, and like all your thoughts and everything, and your sight and your smell and your taste and everything's in your head. So that's you. And okay. I mean, they say in theory you can. I don't know, in science fiction and stuff, they have their head floating in a jar and you're still alive. You don't see the body floating around in a jar and it's still alive.
True.
So it's your head.
Yeah, I would say it's your brain because that's where all of your everything comes from. Like your heart keeps you alive, but your brain makes you who you are. So yeah. I would probably go with the you are your head.
I am my head.
Yeah,
your head.
I just always like that because like some people would be confused. They would actually have to sit and think like, oh yeah, that's a good point. Like, where am I?
Where am I? Well, you really want to get into it, Matt. Your bones are inside your body, right?
Uh-huh.
But you are inside your bones.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's one to think about. So these skeletons, like, because it's Halloween coming up, all these skeletons running around, because you've seen them. They run amok. They're crazy.
Uh-huh.
All these skeletons are around. That's why they're still alive.
I got one on my desk.
Its soul is inside of its bones, my dude.
So you believe that the soul is the thing, but you don't believe in ghosts?
No, just for skeletons. Talking about skeletons, Matt. Get real.
I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Yeah.
You want to hear something disturbing?
Skeletons only have souls. What?
So crevices are V-shaped. Like the crevices like in the ground, like that people fall into and die.
Yeah.
So
ultimately, right? Unless you dig a square trench.
Well, I'm not talking man-made ones. I'm talking about natural ones.
Yeah, like the ones that they do like up in the Arctic and stuff, right?
Correct. That's exactly where you want to think. So crevices are V-shaped. So if you fall if you fall in one, most likely it won't kill you. You'll get stuck, and your body heat will slowly start melting ice, causing you to slip further down the crevice until you will no longer be able to expand your chest in order to breathe, and then you'll die.
You know, I was actually thinking that whenever you said, oh, that's what you think of. And then I started thinking of, like, what would happen if you fell in one? And I was starting to think about, like, how, like, it would melt. Like, you know how igloos work?
You know how igloos be? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a stretch, but I'm just saying, like, I was thinking about how, like, the heat's contained, but it doesn't, like, melt all of the igloo. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and that's what I thought of when you did it. And then you said it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that would totally be like the absolute worst thing.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think, like, if you were insulated enough that it would actually keep all that heat, enough of that heat in that it wouldn't melt the ice and you just would die down there from starvation and poop in your pants?
Right.
That also would suck.
Yeah, very much so.
Well, that's why you tie a rope.
Yeah, that's why you always got to tie yourself off. Shit.
Oh, I mean,
Sorry.
someone's got to do it.
I guess so. Do you know who D.B. Cooper is?
I sure do.
Well, I would like to talk about him more. Do you know the whole story?
I do know the story. Why don't you refresh some listeners' earpieces?
Earpieces. Okay. So, D.B. Cooper was a man that lived. He might still be alive, to be honest. I don't know.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Yes. So, November 24th, 1971. Dan Cooper was a passenger on a Northwest Airlines Flight 305 from Portland to Seattle. It's a 30-minute flight. He was described by passengers and flight attendants as a man in his mid-40s, wearing a dark suit, black tie, and a mother-of-pearl tie clip, and a neatly pressed white-collared shirt.
This dude's a true gentleman.
Yes. Every stretch
now.
of the imagination, he's a true gentleman.
Until you learn more.
Well, he took his seat, lit a cigar, and politely ordered a bourbon and a soda, for which he paid with cash. Shortly after takeoff, he handed a note to a 23-year-old flight attendant who ignored it, assuming it was just a man's phone number. Fucking prude bitch.
So, did you say he paid with cash?
Yeah.
This was like 71, you said, right?
1971. So,
do you think that people back then paid in checks on the airplanes?
Yeah.
That would be such an asshole thing to do.
For like a $2 drink.
I can't stand when customers, yeah, exactly. I can't stand when customers pay in checks as it is for a $20 oil change, let alone,
yep.
You know, well, back then it would have been like probably a 50-cent drink, you know?
Oh, yeah. So.
A quarter.
Yeah. Here's a nickel, baby.
So you didn't pay in cash. You probably paid in change.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, I apologize for interrupting.
No, you're fine. That's what we're here for, is to interrupt each other.
It's here to just screw up each other's train of thought.
If I didn't have it in front of me, I'd probably just move on. So she ignored it, like I said, assuming it was just his phone number. As
she should.
She gets those all the time.
Yeah, no, I mean, for real, dudes suck.
Yeah, they do. They're perverts.
Always. Anyway.
So he says, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb. I have a bong.
I have a bong. You want to hit my bong?
You want to take a rip? So he hands her a note to tell her that he has a bomb.
Yeah, like, okay. Well, now she doesn't need to read it, right?
Oh, no, she does. She does. There's more on it than just that.
Oh, it's right. The note does say he has a bomb.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you just told me. What's the point of having the note if you're just going to tell her anyway?
Yeah, right.
Did it also have his phone number on it?
It had some numbers. The note's exact wording is part of the mystery, since Cooper reclaimed it after his flight attendant read it. The flight attendant read it. He didn't own her. Not yet. But his demands were for $200,000 in negotiable... Okay, that was correct. I thought I read that wrong. In negotiable American currency, worth $1 million today.
Okay, so... They just carry that on every plane back then, right?
No, that's not how that works. You know that.
Yeah, no, that's just a weird...
You know.
Like, what is she going to do? Use her cell phone in 1971 and call down?
Probably use the plane's radio.
I'm just saying. Like,
anyway, he obviously knew what he was doing and how to do it, and we'll find out how it works out for him. So he asked for $200,000 in American currency, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck standing by in Seattle to refuel the plane on arrival. The flight attendant brought the demands to the captain. The airline president authorized full cooperation. The other passengers had no idea what was happening, having been told that landing was delayed due to mechanical difficulties. So all is going to his plan. They have agreed to land in Seattle, refuel the plane, get his $200,000, and take back off with his parachutes. So why he asked for 4 parachutes, no one knows. That's still up a mystery.
He was afraid of one not working.
Yeah, I understand that, but like,
man, that would suck.
Yeah,
like if you totally pulled this dope ass heist off and then your parachute
crash into the ground.
Oh man.
That'd
also be a great story. But you know what? Continue.
Oh yeah. So at 5:39 p.m. The plane landed. An airline employee delivered a cash-filled knapsack and parachutes, and Cooper allowed all passengers and 2 flight attendants to leave the plane during refueling. Cooper outlined his plan to the crew, southeasterly course toward Mexico with 1 further refueling stop in Nevada. 2 hours later, the plane took off. It took 2 hours to refuel this fucking plane. That's crazy.
Well, I guess
it was 1971.
Trying some more bullshit. Yeah, I guess they probably had like what we have for our cars now, just a thing with a pump.
No, they probably had like what we have our oil in at work.
Pump it. Pump it in with your hand.
Hand pump it, yeah. So, all right. So 2 hours later, the plane took off. When it landed in Reno, Cooper's absence was noted. Cooper, whom the media mistakenly referred to as D.B. Cooper, was never seen or heard from again. No parachute was found, and the ransom money was never used. In 1980, a young boy on vacation with his family in Oregon found several packets of ransom money, identifiable by serial number, leading to an intense search of the area for Cooper or his remains. Nothing was ever found for a time. Nothing was ever found. 1980, so 9 years later.
Huh.
So nothing was ever found. It was speculated that Mad Men's fictional Don Draper was the man who would become Cooper. In the real world, a parachute strap was found in 2017 at one of Cooper's possible landing sites. And that is all that it has to offer.
How do they say possible landing sites when they just didn't know when he jumped out?
Well, someone knew when he jumped out.
Well, didn't they say, oh, he just wasn't in the plane when they landed?
Well, that's how they worded it, but it did say that he only let 2 of the flight attendants leave. So there was I think there was 1 or 2 other flight attendants on board.
In case he wanted to buy another bourbon and Coke.
No, what I think, because it's not listed in this one, but from what I understand in the thinking of why he asked for 4 parachutes, was I think it was him and 2 other flight attendants, and he asked for 4. So they sent him 4, but their fear was that he was going to make the flight attendants jump with him. So they didn't want to give him any faulty parachutes in the chance that they might kill a flight attendant. So he asked for 4 to make them think that he was jumping with them. So none of them would be rigged.
Can you imagine like being the airline company? Like if he had only asked for 1, they were like,
"Oh, this is easy. We got it."
Huh? Yeah, exactly. We'll give him this money, and we might not ever see it again. But you know what? He's gonna splat.
He's gonna go splat.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's. Well, yeah. I guess that would have been big testicles on the part of the airline company, but I don't know if they would have actually done that. But I mean, it was thought out, I guess, by Mr. DB.
DB, double big Cooper.
Double. The big. Yeah. So, is that the end of your story?
That was all I have on DB Cooper, but I love the story. It's a little, not really spooky, but it's mysterious. Kind of fits in with the theme. And I know Luke will get a kick out of that.
Yeah, he's a fan. He has a license plate, as you know, on the front of his Mini Cooper that says DB Cooper in German font.
German font.
German font. Well, I guess
what is German font?
Well, it's got umlauts over the O's, doesn't it?
Probably. I didn't see it.
Of
Are
course.
umlauts specifically German?
The term umlaut, I think, is, but it
sounds German.
Well, right. I think if you were to have that same designation over a letter in another language, it's called something else. You know.
Probably.
But it's also an improper use of the umlaut because that would make Cooper be. It's not good German. It would sound funny and it wouldn't work. But anyway, Yeah, good story, Matt.
Thanks, I read it off the internet.
Yeah, yeah. I just think he totally got away. I mean, back then you could do anything. Like if you tried that shit now, like they would have eyes on you the whole time. Like you could not get away.
You would be on the news the whole time.
You'd have to like get a rocket and go in space, rather than go down. You'd have to go up. See, I don't know where I'm getting with that.
I don't know where you're getting with it either. But so you think he got away, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
So, which I kind of agree with, but I'm also confused as to how he never spent any of the money.
So spend, yeah, maybe not, but invest, maybe?
Would that not be spending?
It depends on how you do it. Like if you brought it to a bank that was nowhere near there, like they don't scan every dollar bill, do they?
True. That's true.
Especially back in 1971, they couldn't have like high-end technology to do it. So maybe he used all that ding-dang money to go to New York or somewhere, Colorado, who knows?
Or he's going to Mexico. That was the plan.
Well, maybe that was to throw people off. Just like the 4 parachutes thing, right?
Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the fucking phone.
No, Matt, we had them on hold for 3 months. We are not holding the phone any longer. Welcome back to...
Play the hold music again. No, don't put them on hold. Don't put them on hold. All right, hold on. Wow, okay. So they departed from Seattle, right? According to the story. They landed it was a flight from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington.
And you said with a stop in Nevada, which doesn't make sense to me, but continue.
No. What did I say that? Did I say that?
I swear that you did. Unless I
just... Why would you... That wouldn't make any sense at all whatsoever.
Well, it depends on where he's going to Mexico, right?
Hold on.
Nevada is one path to Mexico.
Did I ever say Nevada?
I swear you did.
I don't think I did.
I thought you said, after refueling there, made one stop to refuel again in Nevada. I swear that's what you said.
No. Definitely didn't say that. No, they refueled in Seattle.
And then?
Hold on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it was planned to go on a southeasterly course toward Mexico with one further refueling stop in Nevada. But
that's what you said, and that's what I said. We said it together.
Yeah. But he never made it to Nevada.
Oh, okay. So that's where he jumped out when they went to land in Nevada. That he wasn't in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for all you people in that state here. It's Nevada.
It's Nevada. Anyway,
they will get it after you. Oh yes.
So he jumped. Dude, this guy's a savage.
He is.
Because
brutal.
From what this seems like, and I get it, things can get, especially falling out of a fucking plane, things can get blown around. But according to this, so he went from Portland, which is probably his hometown, to Seattle to go back and jump out over Oregon. I think this dude just went home.
It's funny you say that. One time in Bridgeville, the bank was robbed, the First Commonwealth.
Okay.
And this was like probably 15 years ago. And they caught the guy because he lived next door and he was sitting on his porch.
Some people are stupid.
Yeah, he was sitting on the porch just eyeballing the cops. And he lived it was like, I guess, one of those like apartment buildings. And he was outside on like, the second or third floor or whatever. Yeah. He was up high just looking at him.
That's funny there he is. That is so funny.
Like, come on. You get away with it. Like that. Amber and I just watched a video where they were doing a news report outside of a bank that was robbed, and the teller comes running out, and he's like, "There's the guy right there." Apparently, this guy robbed the bank 2 days in a row, and then was back for a third day. Dude, if you do the first day and get away with it, go away. Nowadays, it's like impossible, right, to get away with that. And if you get away with it, go. And he went back a second time and succeeded twice. So I guess at this point, he's thinking, "Oh, this is easy." No, and they got him a third time, and the news camera was there too, and the police got him.
Wow!
Like, come on, man.
That is the smartest, dumbest man ever.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that long ago. This was like within the past 10 years.
Oh wow! All right, Curtis.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
What are we ready for, Matt? What should I be ready for?
We are doing the fan favorite, long-awaited quick pumps. However,
but yes, I'm ready.
However, they're going to be a little bit different. They're going to be...
Maybe I'm not ready.
There's going to be 5 of them. 5 quick quick questions here for you. You need to answer as fast and honest as possible. But
accurate. It has to be an accurate answer.
Accurate answer. But the only catch is these are unanswerable questions.
Well, we'll see about that.
Yes, we will.
Do.
We need to get some actual music.
That is it. I'm just gonna copy and paste that every time.
Okay.
That was actually copy and pasted, man. Do.
All right. Ready? Are you ready?
Or we could use the reading rainbow thing. Ba-dum-bum. Every time.
Yeah, do that. That's good.
Yeah. All right, Matt. I am ready for quick
You ready?
prompts.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. 5 questions.
All right.
First one starting now.
Go.
When did time begin?
Yesterday.
Where does the thought go when it's forgotten?
And a memory bank.
What are dreams?
What are dreams? Sleepy time things. Sleepy time thoughts.
What is the goal of humanity?
Don't die. That's what a birthday is too, by the way.
It's not dying.
Yeah, that's all a birthday is you didn't die this year. Good job.
How do you know you're not crazy and just hallucinating your whole life?
You don't. That's a real thing.
That's why people are in mental hospitals.
Yeah, well, right, because they get it. Thanks, Matt, for those unanswerable, perfectly answered questions.
Perfectly answered.
Listen,
I'll be submitting them
internet.
to the website.
We go ahead and we get the tough ones here.
All right. I think we should, in classic fashion, I will read another interesting thing.
No, I thought we were doing funny.
Well, no. This is what I want to do. I wanted to do one more interesting story and then end on a funny. Unless you think it's too long and you just want to end it now and just do a funny.
No. Do your thing.
Okay.
Transition.
Please do
I hate
that.
that sound.
Please do it.
I'll find it and hopefully we don't get sued.
We wouldn't. All right. So this story is called Living Statues. And
so not statues in my brain.
In your dumb brain, not statues.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. I picture people painted like a statue, like you're in Vegas or whatever.
Oh.
Nevada.
Anyway.
It's
not Nevada. It's Nevada.
Yeah. Ask anyone who lives there. I'm telling you, they'll mess you up for that.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah. All right. So it's not super long. It's a little bit longer than the Cooper story, I think, but it'll go down smooth like a nice glass of whiskey. All right.
That I paid it with a check.
With a quarter.
Yeah, with a quarter.
All right. From 1917 to 1928, 500,000 people were affected with a ghastly condition that could be part of a plotline of a horror film. The victims were very much alive and conscious, found themselves in an inexplicably frozen state, their static bodies prisons for their minds.
Oh, wait, is this going to be like a sleep paralysis?
I don't know. We'll find out. I've never heard this before.
Oh, you're literally reading verbatim. You didn't come up with a nice, not plagiarized version of this. You're just reading an article straight off the website.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess you're not claiming it as your own. So
I'm not. I will. Right. We will link it for all. I give a f***.
All right. Let's go.
This is big. These are big boy words here, so I'm going to try to stumble through these really quickly.
Yeah, you picked the easy word to screw up.
Yeah.
Quickly.
All right.
Go ahead.
I think I know this word.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
An encephalitis lethargica, EL, aka the sleeping sickness.
Nailed the EL part.
Yes. First appeared in Europe and quickly spread around the world, reaching epidemic levels in North America, Europe, and India by 1919. I gotta stop for a second.
Was that actually... Is it actually a...
It's actually what?
Is it actually like a disease? Or are we saying that it's like a... just like an instance?
Well, I guess we'll find out in a moment.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
All
Way
right.
to research this one.
Yeah, right. So it reached epidemic levels in North America, Europe, and India by 1919. About a third of those stricken with the illness died. Of the survivors, nearly half eventually found themselves unable to physically interact with the world around them, all the while fully aware of their surroundings, though occasionally capable of limited speech, eye motion, and even laughter. They generally appeared as living statues, totally motionless for hours, days, weeks, or years.
So
Why is
I
that
know
funny?
it's not funny?
Why is that funny?
No, because the term living statues makes it sound like you like put them in your living room and stand them and pose them any position you want, not like just laying in bed not being able to move. Living statues makes it sound like kind of neat, like like a taxidermy person, but they're not dead.
Person.
Just put them in. It's like they do that on Whose Line Is It Anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like that. Like that's a living statue, not someone laying in bed. You're a slab of meat, is what you are in that situation.
Well, now that your insensitivity's over, I'm going to get back to the story.
Okay, yeah. Sorry if I ruined it.
You're offending all these people from 1917 to 1928. It's not cool.
Sorry about you. You know what? Those are the people that subscribe to our thing because they think that they're actually figuring out how the internet works.
Yes. Correct. Now, unfortunately, the cause is unknown, but one theory is brain inflammation triggered by a rare strain of streptococcus. What? Streptococcus. No, it's just streptococcus. The bacteria responsible for many sore throats each year. Science's best guess is that the bacteria mutated, provoking the immune system to attack the brain, leaving the victim helpless.
Are you saying strep throat? Is that the word? Is that what that stands for?
No, so streptococcus.
Oh, strip, not strep.
Streptococcus.
So that's probably what strep throat is, right? Is that not?
Well, it says the bacteria responsible for many sore throats each year. Yeah, so probably.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. I didn't research the story.
So yeah, it would literally cause their immune system to attack their own body and essentially put them into a living coma. That made it make sense. That was worse than living statues. Anyway, none of this explains why the illness disappeared, only to resurface sporadically, be it in Europe in 1950s or in China 10 years ago when a 12-year-old girl was hospitalized for 5 weeks with a disease. So they're calling it a disease. Yeah,
well, I just Googled streptococcal pharyngitis, and that is strep throat, and I'm the fucking man for knowing
Nice.
it. I didn't know it. It was just a guess.
It was a good guess. I mean, it's pretty... Yeah. It wasn't a fart leap, so...
A fart leak?
Fart leak, yeah, like WikiLeaks.
I have a fart leak right now. You didn't hear it.
You always do. Yeah. Your life is one big fart leak.
Oh, man, you ain't kidding.
Mm-hmm. I work with you, and I'm well aware. All right, last little paragraph here. So yes, they are classifying it as a disease, and it is last seen 10 years ago in China with a 12-year-old girl being hospitalized. Are such occurrences the new normal, or are they signs that EL could be planning something bigger any day? Like it's a fucking supervillain, dude. What the hell?
Did it go away on that girl though? Like she?
I didn't say. Well, it did. It says it hospitalized her for 5 weeks. So either she died at the end of the 5 weeks, or she was fine.
But like that's like the most important part of the whole story.
Is it though?
Yes, little girl, man. All these other people are definitely out of here.
Well, yeah, but what if they were also little girls when they got it in 1919?
yeah, but okay, but they're not little girls now.
Yeah, because they're fucking dead.
Exactly.
They died as little
girl. I want to know.
Anyway,
she's okay.
I think she's fine. She'd be 22 now, so she's not little anymore. So you don't have to care. All right.
Sorry, I have the.
So
I have a webpage up in the background here I didn't realize, and I just glanced at it while you're talking, and it says, "Can obese people go skinny dipping?"
Oh, that's mean. That's so mean. But no,
it's not called skinny dipping at that point, I guess. Whew, that's bad. Sorry, I gotta close this website.
Yeah, you do.
All right, go ahead.
Close all your other website that you're not supposed to have open as well.
I just have Audacity open now. We're good.
Okay. All right. A 2004 analysis of 20 patients with symptoms remarkably similar to EL concluded that whatever ailed them is still prevalent. As such, history's so-called sleeping sickness remains the stuff of nightmares. These crimes will never, ever be solved.
Crimes?
Yeah, I don't know why. I guess it must be supervillain the way they're talking.
Yeah, it must be someone did this.
Mr. Strep. Coming down with his fucking wizard powers and stuff.
Down with the sickness. Come on, man.
Right? All right, let's not embarrass ourselves any further.
No, I'm having fun. Y'all can, what do they call that? Schadenfreude, right? No, more German on this episode.
Yes.
Is that the end of your story?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I ended it pretty clearly. Go ahead.
No, I know you did, but I'm saying, like, what the am I supposed to say to that?
Nothing. That's it. It's scary, and it's coming for us. L is coming for us.
It's coming for us. Someone, that's bad guy is still out there. El Sicko, and he's trying to get us. He's trying to make us be awake sleep.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, so that last part was just an ad. These crimes will never be solved was just an ad for me to click on the link to go to the next article that says 15 crimes that will never ever get solved.
Yeah, I'm leaving it.
Jack the Ripper, the Black Dahlia, murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, the death of Betty Shanks.
No.
Hey,
everybody knows what happens with that.
Everybody knows.
That's
the murder of Jean Marie Townsend, the Love Me Tender murders, the Sims family murders in Tallahassee. I think it's based off of the movie.
Yeah, no, but it's just like nasty. Like, it just sounded gross.
The case of the men in lead masks, Zodiac murders. Hey, the hijacking of Flight 305, our boy DB.
That's the one.
Dig Bick.
I guess. I guess you're. I guess I'm getting both those articles from the same website.
Yes.
That's all right. We got to solve one internet at a time.
Reader's Digest wants me to learn 10 short jokes. Should I do it?
No.
I actually can't exit out of it, so that's unfortunate. All right.
Well, we're gonna move on and do the final thing, which is it's a funny. I came across this right before we started to record, and I'm gonna read to you. And this doesn't even have. When I say this doesn't have an answer, it's because any answer that you give this is either going to be rhetorical or stupid. Okay. So this was posted. Oh, I don't have it up anymore.
No, for fuck's sake.
No, I have the question, but I wanted to see if I could see who posted it. I did not. I don't. All right, so the question, Matt, is it's a little mini story here. Should me and my boyfriend take a shower together, even if we didn't sleep with each other? What? That's the name. That's the question, right? So here's the little story. She or he says, no, this is a she. She says, hello, me, 18 years old, and my boyfriend, 18 years old. We are 1 year together, and we're thinking about having a shower together. I'm afraid to get pregnant from that. We didn't sleep with each other yet. I mean, had sex. What could happen? Thanks in advance for anyone who answers. That's you, Matt. She's thanking you in advance.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't even care if you answer this question because it's so dumb. I just wanted the world to hear this person.
She has the same amount of chances of getting...
Bro, she's 18.
Yeah,
This isn't a 13-year-old.
I understand, which I'm glad.
Well, hold on. Weird. It really might be a 13-year-old because nobody else would say this dumb stuff.
That is true. That is very true. But she has the same chance of getting pregnant showering with her boyfriend as she does getting pregnant from a public bathroom toilet seat that some dude fucking used.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's plenty of things. She has the same.
Like 10 years ago. Like there was maybe jizz on that seat 10 years ago at some point, and she sat on it and got pregnant. That would happen before her boyfriend would get her pregnant. She's
just as likely to get pregnant from a skeleton.
Correct.
Right? Because they boned.
I heard skeletons really like to jump people's bones.
We both had a pun.
A bony pun.
A bone pun. We both had a boner.
Not
all right. Well, Matt,
no boner.
Thanks.
No boner
That's
here.
We're done. If you don't want to answer it, I'm cool with it because I
just answered it.
Yeah, no, I meant like, yeah, okay.
Were you not listening?
Oh, Matt, it sounds like we're getting a phone call from the internet. A different internet's calling. Should we? I think we should put this one on hold.
Yeah, but don't forget about it this time, please.
All right. Well, internet, thanks for listening, yins, guys. Matt's going to tell you in the outro where you can hear us.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Special thanks to Audionautics.com for allowing us to use the royalty-free music you've heard on today's episode.
We have a couple of different social media accounts we would love for you to follow. Our Instagram is @solvingtheinternet, all one word. Our Twitter is @internetsolving, all one word. We also upload weekly on Anchor.fm and Spotify @Solving the Internet. Head over and follow us to get notified for when we post.